Hello there, this is your friend Dr. Anya Oko. And today I want to tell you don't marry for affection. Yes, you heard me well. Don't marry for affection. I know that that's a crazy idea. You know, what else is there to marry for if not for how we feel about people? But I'm telling you that you should not marry for affection. We live in a world where people choose who they marry based on how the person makes them feel. If you make me feel excited about you, if you make me feel good, you make me feel awesome, if we have the right chemistry, if we connect, all of the ways we express how we feel about people, I can now choose you to be the person I'm going to settle down with. And I'm telling you not to choose who you marry based on that. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because if you choose who you marry based on how you feel about the person, then your marriage is going to be unstable. Yes, if you choose who you marry based on how you feel about the person, your marriage is going to be unstable, and there's every chance that you're going to be deceived to marry the kind of person that you wouldn't otherwise have chosen to marry. Stability in marriage will require you that you choose who you marry, not based on, how you feel about the person. Okay, so what is there about feelings that is such a big deal? The first thing is that feelings are unstable. Feelings are unstable. Feelings rise and feelings fall. You can feel somehow in the morning, and in the evening you feel differently. You can feel one way about somebody, and after a while you feel differently about the person based on what comes up, based on what circumstances you find yourself in. So feelings rise and feelings fall. Feelings come and feelings go. Feelings are unstable. And if you choose who you marry based on how you feel about the person, then it means that you're going to have that up and down kind of rhythm in your relationship, and that's not the kind of relationship that you really want for your life. Feelings change based on changing circumstances. If things change, if the person you are relating with changes, if you notice some things about someone, the way you feel about them changes. So feelings are subject to change based on changing circumstances. Feelings change based on knowledge. Somehow, what we feel about somebody is based on what we know about the person. And when our knowledge of that person changes, our feeling about them change. Our feelings change based on changing behavior of people. We have a feeling towards somebody, and then their behavior changes, and all of a sudden, our feelings towards them change. Okay, so the first thing I've said is that feelings are unstable. The other thing is that feelings are superficial. Yes, feelings are superficial. They are often triggered by externals. How somebody looks, how somebody sounds, what somebody is wearing. All of the things that are externals, they often cause us to have the feelings we have about people. The beauty of someone that we see and feel excited about them, they don't tell us anything about who they are on their inside. They tell us nothing about the person's character. They tell us nothing about the person's biology. For instance, the way somebody makes you feel does not tell you if this person is compatible with you. They don't tell you if the person has the same genotype with you or not, because feelings don't go that deep. They are just on the surface. Okay, you may have a beautiful picture of somebody, and you look at that picture and you feel, oh wow, I'm attracted to this person. They are beautiful, they are handsome, they look good. But you see, that picture you're looking at does not tell you the real thing about that person. The person on that picture can have body odor, right? And you will never know. The person in that picture can have a genotype that's not compatible with yours, and you can never know, because feelings just flow on the surface. And that is why you cannot base who you marry on how you feel about that person. Okay, one of the things that I find interesting as I look at people who relate, particularly those who marry, is that when I look at those who are just coming to a relationship, want to be engaged, I want to get married, I see how they're excited about each other. They can't have enough of each other. They want to sit on each other's laps. They want to hug each other forever. They just want to be around each other. The feeling is very high and the feeling is very hot. And then I look at those who have married for some time, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, our parents, right? You don't see the feelings anymore. Why? Because it has dried. It has dried up. Now know so much about each other that they will not be bothered with the person. So it was just about the superficialness of the moment that made us have all the feelings that we have about people. And if that is what we base our relationship on, then by the time the feelings are going, then that relationship will be in serious trouble. And then what I also want to tell you is this. You see, when you marry somebody based on how you feel about them, In the course of time, your feelings about them will definitely change. You will see some things about them, you will get to know them better, and your feelings about them will change. But when your feelings about your spouse changes, there will still be someone out there that you will see, and your feelings about them will be triggered. So supposing if you marry somebody that because they are beautiful, you are going to get used to your spouse's beauty. You are going to get tired of that person's beauty, and by the time their beauty is fading with age and with time, there will still be somebody out there who is beautiful, who is lovely, that will trigger your feeling. And if the feeling is what drives you, then you are going to struggle with being faithful to your spouse because you are led by your feelings. Okay, so feelings are blind. Feelings are blind. They don't know the truth. They don't know reality about the person you are relating with. Like I said, if somebody has somebody's HIV status is positive, the feeling will not, your feeling about them will not show that. You can see them as beautiful, as lovely, but you won't know that they are dying inside because feelings are blind. They don't know the truth. Feelings are ignorant, and that is why you cannot build a strong relationship just based on how you feel about somebody. Again, feelings can be manipulated. You can be made to feel a certain way. If somebody knows how to do it, they can induce you to start feeling a certain way. The way somebody dressed can make you feel a certain way. The way somebody speaks can make you feel a certain way. The way people can do that. People are masters. The ladies can dress a certain way and the man will start, feeling somehow. Guys can speak a certain way and ladies can start feeling somehow. Feelings can be induced. They can be manipulated. In other words, they will not be real. They don't tell about who this person really is. So if you base your choice of who you marry on how you feel about anybody, you are going to be in trouble. The Bible says that there's a way that seems right to a man, but the end of that way are the ways of death. So if you choose who you marry based on how you feel about somebody, then you may be making a very, very big mistake. Now, there's a difference between feeling and love. And one of the challenges of relationship is that people define love as feeling. When you ask somebody, do you love this person? They say yes. You say, why do you know you love the person? They say, well, whenever I see him or see her, and they start defining love as feeling. If you define love as feeling, you are going to be in serious trouble because it means that your love cannot be steady. You see, feelings can die, but love never dies. So if you define love as feeling, then surely at some point in that relationship, that feeling you have for that person will die. So love is not feeling. How do we differentiate love and feeling? We can do that very easily. Listen to this. Love is under your control because love is a choice. Feelings are not under your control because feelings are not a choice. You cannot choose how you feel, but you can choose who to love. You cannot decide to feel excited about somebody. It's just a natural, impulsive, instinctive situation that you just see somebody and something about their biology, their appearance, or something about them makes your feelings arouse. So love is a choice. As long as you cannot choose it, that's not love. Love is choosing to treat somebody the way you are supposed to treat them, whereas feelings can just be, somehow you feel about somebody based on what you perceive about them. Let me give you an example that shows you that the way you feel about somebody does not mean that you love them. You see, rapists, when people who rape people, that's a very, it's evil for someone to rape another person. But the idea that someone can rape somebody, the idea that someone can have an erection and he's going to rape somebody means that that person they are going to rape triggered them, emotionally, triggered their feelings. Okay, but they are going to commit a crime. They're going to do an evil act. So somebody can be triggered by you. You can arouse somebody's feelings, and yet they have no love in their heart concerning you. So just because you get somebody excited does not mean that they love you or that you love them. In scriptures, we read a story of Jacob. Now, Jacob was running away from his brother Esau to go to his uncle. And then as he was running, he met Rachel. Rachel was Laban's daughter, and when Jacob saw Rachel triggered his feelings so much. He was just overtaken by this girl's appearance, her beauty, her excellence, and he could not hold himself. The Bible said that he began to cry. He jumped on this young lady and kissed her. He just could not hold himself. And you know what? Because he could not control his feelings, he sold himself short. He went to this girl's father and said, I'm going to serve you for 7 years because of your daughter. Eventually the 7 years will become 14 years. How will you give away 14 years of your life for someone, and it's not supposed to be that way? He would do that because he was led by his feelings. Okay, and that's not how we're supposed to make choices. We're supposed to make choices not based on how we feel, but based on how God is leading us, based on his instructions concerning our life. So there it is. If you make a choice of who you marry based on how you feel about the people, you are going to have an unstable relationship. You are likely going to be deceived and marry the wrong person, and your relationship will never be stable. It will not be the best it can be. So I want you again to listen. Don't choose who to marry based on how you feel. Don't marry based on affection. God bless you. If you found value in this video, I want you to like it. I want you to comment on it. I want to share it with your friends. And I want to subscribe to my channel. And you will really get more and more value from this channel. God bless you. I love you. Bye-bye.